This episode of My Two Satoshis is brought to you by BitGet.com. BitGet is one of the fastest growing derivatives exchanges with 1.5 million users worldwide. Available to U.S. citizens, BitGet offers USDT margin trading and one-click copy trading. With over $5.6 billion in trading volume per day, you should start trading with the fifth largest global crypto exchange today. BitGet.com. Link in the description below.
This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah.
It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another My Two Satoshis video, crypto news update. So today we're going to be looking at cryptos are down right now. We had a flash crash occur. We're going to talk about that in detail because there are a couple of indicators that show that this maybe wasn't a snafu on an algorithm that one of the clients over there, institutional clients, was using on Binance.us. That's where this flash crash occurred. It dropped all the way to $8,000 in a matter of seconds. We'll talk about really, is there a structural issue going on? This happened on another exchange a couple of weeks ago as well. So we'll talk about that. And does that fulfill my prophecy of Bitcoin touching $20,000? I'll explain all that today, but we'll look at the markets in general. And in addition to that, we've got one out of TechCrunch where a new project is looking to scan your eyeballs in return for some coins, some cryptos. This is straight up Orwellian, in my opinion. And this shows you the dangers of blockchain. It's, you know, you can use blockchain for good and you can also use blockchain for bad. I'm going to show you a possible example of not using cryptos in the proper way, in my opinion, or in a dangerous way. And also lastly, we'll take a look at the extension and correction for Ethereum and Bitcoin. They are saying here out of Cointelegraph that this is a picture perfect rejection at all-time highs. All right, so all three articles coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it.
But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this.
And before we get into the swing of things, just a little announcement today. I will be on my main man, Big Boy Crypto's channel. So check me out at around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. I'll be on there for their Around the Blockchain episode. All right, so check me out 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But as you guys can see, we do have a sea of red right now. Bitcoin is trading down 3%, $60,000 and 600 bucks. There was some technical break at $62,000 that would then indicate us heading to about $58,000 and then figuring it out from there. But hey, we'll see. Ethereum down 2.5%. It's trading just under $4,000. But look at the coins that are outperforming today. Solana. I told you guys buying Solana at $140 was a gift, all right, from the crypto universe. This is a great project. Solana is a great project. You should definitely check it out. It has some legs, I think, even from here, even though it's been running up massively over the last 6 to 7 months. Solana is one to keep on your radar. But we also got Luna up pretty big today, Algorand up pretty heavily, and from my DPoS tokens, Telos up as well today. I don't know why they consistently misrepresent Telos price on Coin360. I have no clue. It's not trading at 86 cents as you see on the screen. It's trading more around 98 cents, but it is up pretty big today and it has been in a contra trend from the rest of the market. So I would say that out of all the DPoS tokens, Telos is definitely on fire, and they got a lot of stuff coming up. This Telos EVM Ethereum virtual machine that they're working on and will be rolling out very, very soon. It's going to be a game changer. I think the first one that will successfully be able to run Ethereum and Solidity contracts within or on Telos non-proof of stake chain, where you can seamlessly and cheaply run your apps. This is going to be a game changer, so you got to watch out for that. And this may be why we're seeing this type of strong move continue with Telos, despite the rest of the market. But if we look at where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys, you can't sustain a steep trend line like this. It has to be broken at some point. And guess what? If I zoom in, you will see that we clearly broke this trend line. And it depends on how you look at this, but I would say the trend line would be about here, because we saw a rejection of and an attempt to get back above that trend line right there. All right, so that's really where I think the market was looking at this line, And yes, we did see a break happen yesterday. It attempted a couple of times to get back above there, and then finally it just straight broke. So that is an indication to me that we're going to see a little bit more downside here. Are we going way farther down? Probably not at this point. I can't tell you the future. All we have to do is look at the levels and assess from there. So the next level is around $58,000 Bitcoin. That's where we're going to figure out what is the next step in our trajectory, short-term trajectory for Bitcoin and subsequently the altcoins. So what I want to talk about first is this huge, crazy flash crash that happened yesterday. Bitcoin drops to $8,200, man, in a crazy flash crash on Binance.us. Only happened on their exchange, and they're blaming this on a client's algorithm. But I'm going to show you some evidence that maybe that wasn't the case, because there was someone out there that actually predicted this was going to happen. Not me. I'm not talking about my $20,000 prediction. No, I'm talking about a trader that actually predicted that this was going to actually happen. So is it, or was it really a client mistake, or was there something deeper here? But that's at least what Binance.us is saying here. It's saying that they're blaming it on an institutional client's trading algorithm. But traders are saying that they're surprised there weren't better systems in place to prevent something like this. It really shows you that Binance.us might not have the liquidity that you think it does. And that's very important for accurate market price discovery, right? So this happened again earlier on yesterday, and it suffered this flash crash that took it to $8,200. In an email to Block One, Binance.us said that the flash crash was tied to a bug in a trading software of one of its clients. They said, I quote, "One of the institutional traders indicated to us that they had a bug in their trading algorithm. The trading firm, according to Binance.us, has fixed the issue." And Binance goes on to say that they're continuing to look into the event, but understand from the trader that they have now fixed their bug and that the issue appears to be resolved. But other people are saying that they're surprised that this even happened, because systems like this should always have things in place to really lock this down when conditions like this are met, such as when too much money is lost on one trade, or when the price used in a trade is too far from the best price. Coinbase has this. They call them price protection points. This is something that is known. I'm thinking that this was not the case. This was not the reason why this happened, because you got two things. CZ, the founder of Binance, the global company, said this yesterday morning. This is before the actual flash crash. Expect very high volatility in crypto over the next few months. And then literally hours later, you see this flash crash. Now, there's out of Benzinga, they reported that a trader says he predicted this Bitcoin flash crash to 8,000 with his short. Now, let's take a look at what this guy is saying here. One very fortunate Twitter user saw a Bitcoin order at the price of $8,700 be filled when crypto exchange Binance saw the Bitcoin pair versus USD flash crash to $8,200. Man, this is crazy. So what happened? So this Twitter user wrote on October 18th that he had a short target of about $8,700 on Bitcoin. 3 days later, he posted the image of the chart of Bitcoin's flash crash on Binance US alongside a claim that he hit his target. Is he just trolling? Well, probably. Market data suggests that such an order could indeed have been filled for a rather lucky trader. Still, there are good reasons to be skeptical of this. Tweet claiming a short with such a low target on Bitcoin could very well be nothing more than a joke. But suspicions, of course, have been exacerbated when examining the images further. It is easy to spot that the original image was showing the data from Bitcoin futures traded on crypto exchange FTX, not BTC pair on Binance.us. So my question is, were there any people that had orders not even at 8,000, but lower than where we were, $20,000 Bitcoin? You know, that's where I got orders in. So would people's orders, or did people's orders on Binance.us get filled if they were way lower? Or are those trade is going to be reversed. I'll have to look into that further. If anyone you know of anyone who trades on Binance.us, I don't even know anyone who does, first of all. So that may be really the thing that's being exposed here, is that nobody really is using Binance.us for trading. That's why you see the books that thin and you see a flash crash to 8,000, because there literally was no other orders in there to fill that gap. But it is awfully suspicious that we did see CZ put that tweet out hours before this volatility hit on Binance.us. You guys let me know what you think. But we also want to take a look at this Orwellian type move and how cryptos or blockchains are being used in a manner to really infringe on our privacy, not help our privacy. So this company called WorldCoin wants to get scanned eyeballs in exchange for crypto. So many of you OGs might remember WorldCoin, the real WorldCoin, back in 2013, 14, and 15 and whatnot. I don't think this is the same WorldCoin. But WorldCoin was created by a startup group, or a group of guys, Sam Altman and Alex Blania. They're the CEO of OpenAI. Yikes. So they wanted to put a crypto wallet onto every human smartphone. But in order to do this, they have to build a way to determine whether someone is a unique human. WorldCoin is aiming to make their proof of personhood network in the least dystopian way possible. That being said, it still requires scanning 1 billion people's eyeballs with a 5-pound chromatic sphere called the orb. So we know that the internet has developed over the years with various bots and operating alongside of real humans. But WorldCoin wants to basically avoid all of that while ensuring equitable distribution of their currency. So ensuring that each human on Earth signs up for one wallet in their network. Now, this is nothing new. There are capabilities within the EOS.IO framework for biometrics to be utilized right on chain. That is something that is extensible and will be readily available in EOS.IO or future EOS.IO versions. Are we taking it too far, or is this the right and proper way to use this data? Basically, weed out fake profiles and accounts. I'm sure there are a number of ways to do this without going that far with the eye retina scans. But I guess if this information is encrypted in a way where no one but the smart contract can view it, maybe that's not an issue. You guys let me know how you feel about this. But to go further with this, WorldCoin itself is actually in a layer 2 Ethereum-based cryptocurrency network that leverages the security of Ethereum blockchain while having its own economy. That's what their whole push is here. So they're trying to do this like universal basic income, which will eventually be something that is very important to the world. And in general, getting access to the internet economy will be much more important than is obvious at this point. This is very true. Them being founders of the OpenAI company, they know what's happening and how AI is going to definitely disrupt many industries. And the jobs that most of you watching right now, watching this video, most of you have, your jobs are definitely going to be in jeopardy. It's going to be a structural change, a structural unemployment, meaning once that job is lost, it's not coming back. So how do you solve that other than with basic income? That's what at least some people or many people are coming to the realization on. I'm of that belief as well. I don't see any other way to mitigate this wealth gap that's going to continue to happen, but it has to be done in a way where the government isn't the ones issuing this universal basic income. Because then if you issue it from the government, if people start accepting the government's money directly, like we basically saw during this pandemic, you start accepting that, guess what? There are going to be strings attached. You won't be able to get the UBI unless you get vaxxed, stuff like that. I mean, I can see that type of stuff happening. So you have to be very careful in who is issuing these UBI tokens, how they're being issued, in my opinion. So that has to be really thought out carefully. So this WorldCoin is launching with a $25 million fund or infusion by Andreessen Horowitz, with participation from Coinbase, Reid Hoffman, Day One Ventures, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, and a number of other people. So some big heavy hitters are joining in this WorldCoin initiative. Yikes. You guys got to let me know what you think about this. It sounds really 1984-ish, but maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe not. Let me know your thoughts about this. Is this a good use of blockchain, or is this going to be used to really control us even more? You have to always keep that in mind when you're talking about new technologies, how they're going to be actually used in the real world. Is it going to be used to control us more or give us more freedom? I'm kind of a pessimistic person when it comes to that. I think these technologies, if not checked, if not monitored, will be used to really control us. So keep that in mind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is insane. WorldCoin, not the original OG WorldCoin. I know some of you out there watching our OGs and remember that coin. Not that one. It's a new one by these two white Silicon Valley dudes trying to take over the world. Let me know your thoughts though in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people. Pow!